Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Jim Ballacera sitting with Lisa Monette. And I had the pleasure of meeting Lisa just a few weeks back. She's got a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, and we're going to talk a little bit about Lisa over the next few minutes and what really makes her tick, what it is that, here's a woman with all kinds of energy and ambition and drive. And I know a lot of it starts kind of with our youth and so forth. And so I really want to discover who Lisa is right now before we get into, why people should do business with Lisa. So what makes you tick right now?
What makes me tick? My goodness, what a question. Wow, what makes me tick? I'm just excited about life. I'm in a great stage in my life right now that I've been in business a long time. I love helping people. I love taking dance classes. I'm all about growing and learning as a person.
How come when you walk into a room, and this is no joke, and you know I'm right,
oh, come on,
you light up the room?
I do?
What?
I was born in Hollywood. I took dance classes when I was 3 years old.
And that's why you light up a room? No, come on. There's something about your energy. You're positive, you're excited.
Thank you.
You make people feel really comfortable and they feel good about who they are when they're in your presence. Why?
I don't know. My mother was French Canadian and she was a hairdresser and had all this energy. My dad was a cop with the LAPD and was real, talked and communicated real strong. So I guess I grew up in a town that had a lot of theater and drama and fun stuff. I don't know. I've always been that way. Kind of the black sheep in school. I've always wanted to do something different out of the box.
So
something like that.
Well, do you have sisters?
I have
brothers?
a sister. Yeah, I'm the third person though out of 3 kids. So of course I had to, be seen and heard. So I think that was part of growing up, having them, hey, somebody notice me, kind of thing.
You're trying to get yourself noticed. Your parents, are they entrepreneurs or?
Well, my mom passed away 20 years ago. She died pretty early of cancer, but she was 67. She was wonderful. She was a hairstylist, moved out from Minnesota years ago to Southern California, in the 40s. And so she was an entrepreneur, and she was kind of a risk taker for her era. And my dad dabbled in different businesses, but also stayed the police route, but always wanted to have other businesses. So I had a mom that owned hair salons and a dad that was the safe person. So I was a flight attendant at one time for like 10 years, and it was funny because I had this strict thing, but then this creative side of my mom. So I was, I could kind of be a tough person, but also be an entrepreneur.
So have you been an entrepreneur most of your adult life?
I have. I started selling Christmas cards at 12 years old, I think, in my neighborhood. Worked when I was in junior high school, and I have all kinds of history in business. Just lots of stuff I've done.
and what is it that drives you to want to be self-employed?
I think what happened when I became a flight attendant during the end of the 80s when the deregulation was going on in the airline industry, someone got me into a direct sale company, and I excelled in that, and I saw that for the first time, what's it like to own your own business. And I've been on this journey for 20 years, including my own business. So
does it motivate you to try to become like the #1? Or?
You know what? At one time in my life, I was driven by that. Like I left the airline career to win pink cars and stuff and make lots of money. But the phase I'm in now, 20 years later, mine really is about working with people and really passionate about transformation. How can we all transform and get to a higher level, consciousness, health? I'm very passionate about health. All that. Money comes with it. I love it. We need to have money. We need to have abundance to make a difference.
Right.
Can't be poor with all that. But I'm driven by creativity. I'm an artist, right brain, left brain a bit, but I just love finding out new things. And I love helping people, though. I love getting people. I love shifting people's energies. I love it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I think when I was a flight attendant, we figured it out once that we saw 1 million people. I did it for 10 years, and there were 300 people on an airplane. And for 10 years, I flew all over the world. Well, if I'm being of service to 1 million people in that kind of environment, and they always called on me if there was like crazy people on the airplane, because I have a way, believe it or not, of calming down different personality styles, because I can kind of relate to wherever level you're at. Even though I might sound a little wild to some people, I can be as peaceful and calm to whoever's in front of me. But I think that flight attendant experience was so amazing to meet every kind of person that there is, that when I got into sales and got into entrepreneurship, it was very easy. Oh, another person. we're all equal. We're all just here trying to make our life work.
So what you're saying then, when you're around people, don't scare you.
Not
people. You feel invited then?
Yeah. I grew up in LA. I went to Academy Awards a lot with clients. My dad was around a lot of celebrities. So everybody, when you're from Southern Cal, especially, it's like, who cares? My daughter grew up with Sasha Cohen as an ice skater, and I did their makeup, and I'd see these little kids go from here to being world champions. Like, we're all the same. Not we're all the same, but we're all people that just shift and grab onto it and others don't. We all have potential.
You know, when people write their bios, they never really have a chance to really talk about themselves verbally. And, you know, we can communicate through text, but the reality is when you feel the human emotion and when they're able to talk about who they are and what they're about, you get a whole nother perspective of who that person really is.
That's true, huh?
And even though it's going to be on video, you still get the feeling. That's why we go to movies, right?
Yeah, love them.
And movies make you cry and they make you laugh and they give you encouragement, you know, to do more with your life. And I really, my whole thing when I have the opportunity to bring somebody on the show is I want people to be blessed.
That's neat.
And to feel that blessing, not just to read it.
Yeah.
And not that books are bad,
Yeah.
they're great. But anyways, I just want to thank you for
Well,
being
you
on the
got
show.
that gift, and when I met you, it was really exciting, so you made a big difference in my life.